Hi makers, welcome back. This tutorial is for the lined zipper pouch. With a hot iron, no steam, you're going to press the interface to the wrong side of the outer fabric. Next we're going to shorten the zip. So the zip is over 23 centimeters and you need to mark 20 centimeters in the middle of your zip like this. You're then going to take a piece of tape and put it over the marks that you've just made. To fold the zipper tabs, put the 5 centimeter edge at the top, fold down halfway and then fold each half into halves again, like this. You should end up with a small strip. You then need to press that strip and do that with both of the tabs. To shorten the zip, you need to cut where your 20 centimeter marks are through the tape. Attaching the zipper tab's easy. Take one tab, put it over the end of the zip and make a sew line here. It should look like this. Now you're going to do exactly the same on the other end of the zip. Now both of your zipper tabs are attached, we're just going to trim them at either side of the zipper tape. We're now going to attach the zipper to the fabric. So take your outer fabric right side up, place your zipper in the centre of the short end of the fabric with the zipper pulled down. On top of that, place your lining fabric right side down and you should have a sandwich with 3 layers. The outer fabric, the zipper and your lining fabric. I would suggest pinning them together at this stage to keep them more stable. Before you sew, check your zippers halfway open. Make sure your zipper foot is on your sewing machine. It's helpful to know where the zipper teeth are, so just have a quick feel before you sew. Your zipper foot will guide you exactly along the side of your zipper. When you feel the zipper pull coming up, lift the foot on your sewing machine and move the zipper pull past your needle. Put your foot back down and carry on sewing. This will enable your sew line to be straight. Now we're going to sew a top stitch. This is to make sure that the bag opens easily and no fabric is caught in the zip when it's ready. So one side of your zipper is attached. Let's attach the other side. Open the zipper halfway. With your outer fabric facing up, attach the zipper pull facing down and then bring over the lining fabric. Again, it's a 3-layer sandwich. Outer fabric facing up, zipper facing with the zipper pulled down, and the lining fabric right side down, like this. When you're happy everything's neat, pin the 3 layers together again. We're now going to attach this side of the zipper by sewing along the edge. Again, when you reach the zipper pull, lift your foot, move the zipper pull past your needle, put your foot down and carry on sewing. At the start and end of a seam, I always do some reverse stitches to keep it strong. So as before, we need to top stitch the zip side that we've just sewn. So turn the bag right sides out with the lining inside like this, and we need to sew along here. The way in which we do this is to lie the bag flat, iron it with a hot iron, no steam, and where your crease is at the bottom, lift up the two top layers, the outer fabric and the lining, and just cut along the crease that you've made. Your project will look like this, and you can then sew your top stitch. Butterfly your bag open like this and pull your zipper down to just over halfway. Put the two outer fabrics together and the two lining fabrics together. This is to prepare for your side seams. Make sure that the central seams where my thumbs are now are exactly on top of each other. Put a clip in place to hold them secure, and a couple of clips on either side, one on the lining fabrics and one on the outer fabrics. Now we're going to sew along both side seams approximately 1.5 centimeters from the edge. Remember to replace the zipper foot with the normal sewing foot. And when we sew our side seams, we don't want to sew over the zipper tabs that you created. So you'll be able to feel where they are through the fabric. Just sew directly next to them, but not over the tabs. So we'll do exactly the same on the other side, again remembering not to sew over the zipper tabs, just next to them. Your side seams are all sewn, so now we're going to sew the edge of the two outer fabrics. You can just do a straight sew line right along the edge, remembering to backstitch at the beginning and the end. Now we'll sew the other end, but leaving a gap of 8 centimeters so that we can turn the bag. So now everything's sewn, we can trim some of the bulk from the edges. You can use either normal scissors or pinking shears. When you get to the opening that we've left for turning, I usually just go around this just to give us a little bit more fabric for when we sew that opening closed. Okay makers, now it's time for the best part, turning out the bag. So through the hole that we've left open, go to the farthest corners, which is of the outer fabric. Like I'm doing here, just push the corners out so you get a really nice point. You might want to use a chopstick or a pokey tool or something to ensure that they look really sharp. Also just make sure that you turn the tabs properly in the corners at the ends of the zipper. I also just check the zip, just close it and open it back, because now what we need to do is just sew that opening. So make sure that the two sides, the flaps that you've left, fold in. I always press this with a hot iron just to make sure I have a really flat surface, and then you can just sew that opening closed. Well, that's your lined zipper bag done. Pop the lining back in, close the zip, and have a really good inspection. Everything should be straight, everything should look nice and neat. And there you go. Enjoy!